and dip your torch into the sexy St. Jeff candle. No Buffs is back. I'm your host today, Trey Kirby, and joining me here in the factory is a man who I would let spit in my face to clean out my eyes, Jason Doyle.
Yes, but would you let me puke in your eyes?
That seems a little dangerous. I don't know which is worse, puke or mud. Probably puke.
I just realized that was the same, two projectiles from the same person in the same episode.
Yeah, a lot of stuff coming out of Nicole's mouth.
Yeah.
In this episode, we'll definitely get into both of it. No Skeets and Nora today. They're on Exile Island, aka Canada. They'll be back in not too long. But JD, we're back, baby.
We're back.
Season 49, episode 1. Before we really get into it, did you like the episode? Good premiere.
Yes. I did like it. I do pause. It's a tempered pause. You know, I mean, I've said it. I think every season of No Buffs that we've done, I do not love the energy of the first episode. You know, the first day of school.
Yes.
Gotta make alliances. Let's get to the beach. All that stuff. The nerves. It gets under my skin and it makes me want to barf like Nicole did. You know what I mean?
Sometimes the nerves are overwhelming.
That's
right. I agree. It's kind of like a lot of, like you're saying, a lot of small talk, getting to know each other. Yeah. Some people are oversharing. There's just a ton going on. But I thought pretty straightforward episode, right?
Yeah.
Like we didn't really have any idle hunts. We didn't have advantages coming up. We spent time with basically every camp. So I don't know. It was like a 7 out of 10 for me, something like that. But it was good to be back in the world of Survivor for sure. We start by seeing a sunken ship, and I think it was Jawan who was doing the voiceover. I couldn't really tell. Saying Survivor is definitely like a scary movie. In the first act, you're running from the monster, but in Act 2, we flip the script. You are the monster.
Yeah.
What about Act 3?
Yeah, what about it?
The denouement, I suppose.
That's right.
Horror, though, I guess, is having a moment. Sinners.
Yep.
Weapon.
Yep.
Survivor.
Look, this is one of my favorite montages that we've seen, like opening montage. That shot under the water with the shipwreck, with the 3 boats flying by. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty sweet opening montage as well. Alex gets the first confessional. He is a Capitol Hill staffer, which he mentions almost every single time he talks. He mentions that his favorite pastime is kicking butt or kissing butts. Hopes to kick butt out there. Savannah says this is going to be the easiest million she'll ever make. Jake, a big beefy boy, says I can charm a woman. That might come in handy. Calls himself a real life Magic Mike. Rizzo says he wants to be one of the best players to ever play this game. We get quick things from Steven, Jeremiah, and Sophie with no E. And then we get Jeff on the beach. Double teapot. This is Survivor 49 drone shot. I just couldn't help thinking we're so back, JD.
Yeah. The one note that I didn't love is showing shots of the legends. I thought that was kind of weird too.
It's
like, okay. I mean, I've heard Jeff refer to this as a prequel to 50. I'm like, okay, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, but like, why? Let's let 49 shine. We're in 49. I don't need to see Boston Rob. I don't need to see Cirie. We already know Riz God's going to 50. We already know MC is going to 50. But let's focus on 49. I think it's unfair to the cast.
Totally. That's what I was thinking too. It's like if you're deep in the Survivor world, you're having a hard enough time focusing on 49.
Exactly.
Knowing 50 is coming down the line. Right. So to be seeing Parvati within the first 3 minutes of the episode, I thought was kind of strange as well.
I mean, I get the sort of instinct to be like, legends have walked where you are standing right now. It's like, okay, Jeff. Okay, fine. But these are the new legends. Let's let them play. Anyway.
Yeah. Let the boys play. We get to our marooning challenge. Kind of a marooning. They're already on the beach.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I like it when they're on the boat and they have to grab all their shit and get to the beach. But I didn't mind this challenge. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't like there was running into the woods, there was swimming into the ocean, and then there was a big old puzzle.
Yep.
Which I liked. I liked the 3 different aspects of it. And I love seeing Jake, the Canadian boy, kill it out the gate.
He's good. He's got Jonathan energy for sure.
For sure. 100%. Interesting that he said he was from Edmonton, though, because he is not from Edmonton.
What do you mean?
He's from Regina. Rhymes with fun, Regina. Do you think that
they're like, don't say it,
please don't say vagina.
Everybody's going to be like, what did he say? Maybe so. What did he say? He worked for Sydney Hotshots? Isn't that the name of his,
something like that,
his dance troupe? I don't know if that's what you call it when it's a bunch of male dancers taking their clothes off.
I would not be going to that show.
I would if it was only Survivor contestants, like specifically him and Jonathan, maybe. Anyways, on the beach, Jason reveals right away that he's the male alternate for the show. And apparently there was some off-island scheming going on with two contestants, both on the same tribe, because MC is an alternate as well. She doesn't mention that she got cast 10 hours prior to the show. What'd you think about Jason revealing this secret, and doesn't even matter at all?
Does it matter? I don't know that it matters. I do like that they showed it because, you know, we all knew it. We were all talking about this at the cast reveal, and the fact that, you know, he was an alternate and MC was an alternate, and it was very rare for them to talk about goings on outside of the island.
Oh yeah.
I'm fine with it. Does it hurt his game at all? I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly. Like nothing's happened. If anything, people would be happier to see you.
Yeah.
Rather than the people who were trying to set up an alliance before anything even got started. So I think, you know, maybe awkward at first to be like, oh, this guy just got cast. But
right.
Who cares?
It's just to illustrate how just discombobulated he is, right? Like, I didn't even have time to get a haircut. Look at me.
Yeah, you can tell this man has incredible flow. I can't, who knows how long he'll stick around, but I'll be interested to see what that quaff does with the salty seawater, the dirty mud, all that kind of stuff. On the other hand, Jake, he gets to talk again. This guy get basically 2 confessionals in the first 5 minutes. You can tell he's going to be one of Jeff's favorite. He mentions that his dad has glaucoma. They watched Survivor, and it turns out that with the way his diagnosis is progressing, it seems like this season of Survivor is going to be the last thing he ever gets to see.
Yeah.
So Jake wants to make him happy visually, as he said. Right. You think that was an overshare? Because that, to me, is a little bit more of, oh, people are going to hold this one against you more so than being an alternate.
Yeah. This is something to share with your close alliance, I feel like. Not the entire cast on day one on the beach, but this guy shares. This guy's a sharer. I mean, he did confide. What did he he confides later on about his child is going to be born while he's on the island. And that felt like a mistake, but actually not. Like, if he hadn't have said the glaucoma thing on the beach, then I would have thought, okay, this is smart because, you know, it ingratiates him to his alliance, and you're sharing, and we trust each other, and don't vote me off because my kid is being born. But he just feels like an oversharer now to me, you know? But,
that's exactly what I wrote down. Feels like an overshare, but I can't get mad at a meathead with a heart of gold.
No, of course not.
You know, like he's showing a lot of personality and seems like a nice guy when... And if you're saying this guy's an ex-hockey player, ex-stripper, maybe not the vibe you're thinking would happen. We got some more answers. Steven says something so boring that Jeff says, this is not The Price is Right. I thought that was pretty funny from Jeff, but I'm also kind of like, hey, man, don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Right.
The Price is Right is the original CBS game show. Drew Carey keeping it going. And then we get into our marooning challenge, like you said. They run in the jungle. They swim. They solve a puzzle. Then they jump and they ring that bell. Look like fun. Which of the 3 things would you want to do? Carry, like run and carry stuff, swim to the boat, bring it back, or solve the puzzle?
Oh, you know I'm swimming.
Good, because I'm running into the woods.
Okay, perfect.
Sorry, Skeets and Nora, you two are solving the puzzle together. Right. I think they can do it.
I think they can do it too. I think they're both good at puzzles, are they not?
I can see them working well together. I'm definitely a Riz God, minus 100 on puzzles. I also liked throughout this marooning challenge, we kept hearing the tribe mates calling Jake Canada.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That ever happened to you?
Canada?
Like Canada as a nickname?
No. Mm-mm.
There was one Canadian kid at my college, Mark Erickson. We called him Canada for 4 straight years. Yeah. He must have hated it.
No way. No? I'd love to be called Canada.
All right,
for sure.
Well,
if you were in a foreign country and going to school with America, They call you America. You love
USA,
it.
what's up, USA Trey?
Exactly.
Okay, I kind of like it. Maybe you guys can start calling me that. All the rest of you are Canadian. I get no love for being an American.
That's true. That's true.
We get to the getting to know you portion of the episode, kind of our intro to everybody. Over at the Hina camp, that is yellow. They just won supplies with MC ringing the bell with the jump. Jason made me laugh when he said, "Can't believe he's on Survivor. I'm in the TV." Great line. Steven meets Christina. Christina said, or maybe it's actually MC that says, "I would have thought your name is Ryan," to which he responds, "People call me in the greatest compliment of my life, a discount Ryan Reynolds."
I do not see it.
Not really. Not really. Heavily discounted.
Yeah, I think we maybe need to get to know him a little better. Like he's just quick off the tongue, you know. Like
Sure.
he's a wisecracking dude. But I'm not seeing the physical resemblance yet.
Yeah, not yet. He needs maybe like 6 days of beard growth.
Yeah.
He'll look a little bit more Ryan Reynolds. Matt wrote in and asked the question. He called himself a discount Ryan Reynolds. Which celebrity are you a discount of?
Ooh, great question. Me, I am a discount. I'm trying to think of somebody with a big beard who you're not going to pick. I think I'm a discount Gary Oldman. Why not go for the best, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. Discount Gary Oldman's pretty good. I don't think of him as having a beard, but personality-wise, I can see it.
Oh,
pulling off.
yeah. Slow horses guy. Yeah, that's me. That's me.
But you're famously not a public farter.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is quite different from what's his name, Jackson Lamb.
Jackson Lamb likes to fart. Yeah. That's true. That's true.
I saw something like a preview for maybe they're going to season 4 or something like that, a slow horse, and they're like, there's one Jackson Lamb fart, and it's a dramatic one. It's like a plot point of the season.
Wow.
That he's going to come with like a very loud public fart.
Wow,
So
I can't wait for
that's
that.
exciting. I'm sure Sage will be watching. We'll talk about her in a little bit. As for me, discount. Maybe like a discount Seth Rogen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let us know, though, in the live tribe, who's our discount celebrity
Yeah, please.
matches as well. I like Steven here. He's talking about wearing hearing aids. He's not trying to hide it at all, talking about his hearing loss. That hits home for me.
Yeah.
He meets up with Christina. They seem to have a really good connection. She calls herself a social nerd. She explains how she's scared of basically everything. Most certainly birds, because she has a phobia of birds. Great place to be.
Yeah, I mean, this would annoy me. I mean, this would be the most annoying thing about a person on my tribe. Mm-hmm. I get so annoyed with people who are frightened of birds. I don't. It's a me problem. Believe me.
Yeah.
It's just like they're fucking everywhere. They're
They are
birds.
everywhere.
They're birds. They're basically harmless. Although, to be fair, I have been attacked by birds. We've been attacked by. Remember that place in Chicago that we were trying to sit at a patio?
I do remember that.
And the host was like, "Hey, just FYI, while we're walking to the table, keep the menu over your head." Literally told us to keep the menu over our head. Why? Because a bird was attacking all of the customers as they walked through the patio to their tables. And I was actually terrified.
Birds are scary.
If a bird comes after you, that's very, very scary. But, to freak out when a bird is just wandering around in Survivor, like, come on, you got to get over that, and you got to get over it pretty quick.
Yeah, but these are exotic birds. These are maybe some of the scariest birds you can see. You're talking as a Canadian who, you've got the national bird, the goose.
The goose.
One of the most territorial birds. One of the
100%.
scariest birds out there.
Yeah, if you get hissed at by a goose, then okay, then give it a wide berth for sure.
Yeah, we had geese that were like nursing baby geese or whatever back at college, and they were just outside of the entrance to one of maybe the science building or something like that. And rather than do anything, they're just like, don't use this entrance for 6 straight months.
Right. Yeah.
There's nothing we can do. The birds have taken over.
Exactly.
So that was pretty funny.
Exactly.
Over at the Kella camp, that's blue. I think that's pronounced right. Kella.
Yes.
Yeah, we had Kella is blue, Uli is red, and Hina is yellow. I was like, have they had a Uli before? It sounded so familiar to me.
Do we need this? Like,
Just call them
it's
blue,
49.
red, and yellow. You'd be fine with that?
Sure. Fijian words for yellow, blue, and red. And, mix it up, throw purple in there.
Sure.
I don't know. Like, it's just we go through this every
Yeah, it takes 4 episodes to catch on to the actual name of things.
And I guarantee you by episode 2, we're going to be calling them yellow, red, and blue.
Yeah, probably
You know?
Yep. but on the Kella Blue Tribe. Jeremiah tells us the same thing we heard in his pre-game video. He wants to be the first male Taurus to win. He's trying to come off as ditzy. And then he instantly bonds with Jake, the big beefy boy, because they're both Leafs fans from Toronto.
I mean, is Jeremiah a Leaf fan? Because I think that's something that Toronto people say to each other. If somebody comes at you,
of course I'm a Leafs fan.
Yeah, if Canadians come at each other, is you a Leaf fan? I'm like, I mean, I guess. Don't ask me who plays on the Leafs.
Sure.
You know, Matthews, Austin Matthews, maybe.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. That's the one guy I would name too.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. That doesn't make me a Leaf game? I haven't watched a Leaf game in years.
Sure.
So I don't know, but maybe Jeremiah is.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? He's got to at least maybe have some sort of an affinity, but. He said he's from Regina. Jake is from Regina.
According to his bio on Parit, yeah, he would be an Oilers fan. Come on. Like, so this is...
We got to get to the bottom of this.
Already, this is disingenuous. So my fantasies of a Canadian alliance is probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
But you never know.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they'll talk hockey a little bit later on. I got to say, Jake, definitely, he sounds quite Canadian.
Oh.
He's got a great Canadian accent.
Him and probably Marianne, two of the most Canadian sounding people ever on Survivor. But Jake is, like he's Regina all through and through. Yeah,
that was he sounds great. Nicole runs into Jeremiah, says she's happy to see some more colorful representation out there.
Right.
AKA, I'm glad there's another gay person, which I was laughing. I thought that was really good. They bond, and then she basically wrestles down a tree because they don't have a machete.
Right.
Or something like that. Sophie tells Jeremiah comes up to Sophie. They start talking. Jeremiah asks if Sophie is into astrology, and she immediately replies no.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I don't feel like he held that against her. But in that moment, you got to play it like, yeah, I'm a Leafs fan. Yeah, I'm a big astrology fan.
Exactly. So maybe this lens, maybe he actually is a Leafs fan because he didn't fake his way through.
Didn't fake his way through it. And Sophie, to me, doesn't seem to have a lot of faking it.
No.
In her.
No. But at least you said, well, I'm open to hear about whatever stupid bullshit you want to tell me about myself.
She's like, no, I think it's stupid, but I like you, which is a fine way to play it. You know, not everybody's going to buy into the astrology. Sophie then goes and recruits Jake as a meat shield. And he's like, I'd love to be your meat shield. And guess what? I got another one for you because I'm buddies with Alex. Surprise, surprise, the two biggest dudes on the show are instantly buddies.
Without even talking to each other, which is like borderline pre-gaming to me, you know, like
borderline
they
pre-gaming.
Made eye contact where? On the boat? Like, are they talking back in the hotel? This is how the other people got kicked out as far as I know.
Yeah, I was reading Entertainment Weekly and Jeff was talking about it. You're apparently allowed to make eyes at each other, but you can't talk or converse. So if you've got really good nonverbal contact, maybe you could set something up pregame. But I think it kind of came down to, oh, your muscles are almost as big as mine.
Right. Yeah. You have kind eyes, you know, like, I don't know, like it's just like so confident. I have a bromance with this man. I have not spoken to him, but I can't wait for him to get back to the beach. You know, like it's just odd. And it seemed one-sided. I mean, we never did really get Alex's perspective on the bromance. But to be fair, they do seem to be hitting it off.
Yeah, they were definitely hitting it off. Over at the Yulee camp, that's the Red Tribe. Savannah dubs them the Vibe Tribe. She's okay with it for right now, but, you know, later on she's going to want to play the game. Mm-hmm. Nate, the Marvel producer, surprise, surprise, doesn't want anybody to know that he's a Marvel producer. So he thinks he's going to play it cool. He's like, my first production assistant job was on Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2. And Jawan freaks out. He's like, ah!
Yeah, exactly. I love that. I would do that. I would be like, Britt, walk me through it, bro. I want to hear it from day one to the last day of shooting. Tobey Maguire, what's he like? You know, everything. Yep. Tell me about the subway scene when he, you know, like I would want to hear everything. So that totally backfired. He should have been like imagine if I went on and I was like, yeah, I produced a show. Oh, anything we would have heard of? Yeah, I was on national TV for 6 years, a show called The Starters. Nothing. Crickets, you know, unless there happened to be
an NBA fan.
Yeah. An NBA fan. Yeah, it was such a specific cult show. But that's where you got to go, Nate.
Yeah, it's a little different than it was on one of the biggest movie franchises ever.
He went to he also said Sam Raimi. Like
totally.
It's like you can't help yourself. You have to sort of flex no matter what. Like downplaying it. That's your worst credit. I was a PA on Sam Raimi's. Ever heard of him?
Yeah, I got to start on a Sam Raimi film 20 years ago. Don't ask about what happened in the interim, because I started there.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. Is that the one that has a Sandman in it?
No, that's 3.
Oh,
yeah.
But 3 also has the weird dancing scene.
Yes.
Spider-Man 2. I don't remember.
Spider-Man 2 is before the Marvel Universe really got kicked off. Widely considered one of the best superhero movies ever made.
Yeah, I definitely saw it in the theater. I haven't watched the original Spider-Man trilogy for a long time.
Yeah.
Zach asks us, why does everyone want to lie about their profession, and do you think it honestly helps?
No, I've always said this, that it doesn't help. Look, Mike White, he made it to the top 3, and he was a huge celebrity. Mm-hmm. In my mind, I don't think he was as recognizable before. But, whether or not you're a podiatrist or a personal trainer, I really don't think in this day and age it matters.
Yeah, because I think Savannah she's not telling people that she was a former news reporter because she doesn't want people to know she's good with her words.
Yeah.
Like, we're running out of professions that are okay to be out there.
That's right.
Former male dancer. No problem, though. You mentioned that, everybody's like, all right. That's okay. We also meet Shannon. She is all vibes. She compares herself to Donnie Wahlberg and Stevie Nicks.
Okay.
Great combination.
Great combo.
She's a wellness coordinator, and she will eventually go on to lead breathwork down at the beach. Can't wait to talk about that. And then we meet Sage, and she's trying to get through her confessional and cannot help burping through the whole time.
Yeah.
I really liked her.
Instant favorite for me.
Yeah.
I love Sage. I think she's going to be a great character. I think she's already surpassed Carolyn as sort of like a weird, likable character who I actually think is going to be pretty good at this game once the ball starts rolling. But, we'll see.
Yeah, I hope so. Because I really liked all of her confessionals, though. I mean, she was hitting it hard on the poop, pee, and burping. She must have been thrilled to be watching Nicole puke up her guts later on in the episode.
Totally.
So Hina wins supplies at the Marooning Challenge, which means Uli and Kella have to go fight for supplies. Rizzo tells us, if there's a puzzle, we're cooked.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Because in this one, you got to find 10 coconuts. You got to bust them open, then you got to put together a puzzle, dig up a ship wheel from some sand, and then raise the flag. Turns out there was a puzzle. In this one, Rizzo could not figure it out. Alex solves the puzzle pretty quickly, finds the X on the map, but could not find the ship's wheel. What was the problem there?
Great question. I mean, not digging deep enough, not digging in the exact right coordinate. I don't know. It was weird. Like,
it seemed like a big time Survivor mistake. Survivor, you got to dig deep.
You got to dig.
It's so obvious.
Jeff says it literally every episode.
He says it all the time. And then, I mean, hindsight is 20/20. These guys are out there running around like crazy. They show the overhead of both courses, and there's like 2 logs laid next to each other on both sides of the course, which is where he was digging. But Rizzo was at least smart enough, kind of, to go and try and copy Alex's puzzle, only to realize that he didn't have all of his puzzle pieces. And even when he was putting together, he couldn't figure it out. I kind of love this. It was like a double dum-dum edit on this one, which was pretty funny. Eventually, Rizzo uses the entirety of his body to dig up the thing. He was using his shoulders, his ears, his head. He finally finds it. He runs back, pops the wheel on, wheels it up. They get supplies. Good stuff. For
just
Rizzo.
An incredible comeback. And, again, hindsight 20/20, but for Alex not to just like rip apart his puzzle, right?
Yeah, because he comes back after he's been out digging for 15 minutes or whatever, lays on it.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's trying to block things.
I think the only reason he wouldn't do that is because he hadn't found it yet, right? Like
he's like, I gotta know where that X is.
I gotta come back periodically to just double check that I'm in the right spot. But yeah, I don't know, man. Just finding just it didn't look easy. Let's be honest. Like it's just a little X in a huge, field of sand. I don't know. So easy to dig in the wrong place, I guess. So bad luck for Alex. And
I mean, it looked like it was built or dug in pretty deep.
Yeah.
Very pretty deep. So if you go down a few inches, you're like, okay, it's not here. Weird. What'd you think of Rizzo?
I'm in.
Me too.
I already see it. I already see why he's coming back. He's just he's infectious personality, and you just want to root for the guy. It's incredible.
Yeah, he tells the story of his parents immigrating and how he grew up and how Survivor's such a big thing for them. He's like crying at the first challenge. He says he wishes he could give himself a hug, and then immediately he switches to RIZGOD. I was like, yeah, let's go, Rizgod. Every time he was talking, I was like clapping and excited. I was like getting fired up about this guy. I think he's going to be a great character.
Absolutely. Yeah. And again, his sincerity is such that usually I hate a sob story. Not hate, but I'm just like, oh boy, here we go. Here we go with this and here we go with that. But I was all in, edge of my seat. Rizgod's got Riz. That's it.
He does.
It's just as simple as that.
Yeah. I saw in Dalton Ross's recap, because he was out there on the island during the first episode, he said that people were asking Rizzo if he had any like Riz-based nicknames, and he told them no. That's a hilarious thing to lie about. Just say, yeah, people call me Rizgod. Who? Me, mostly.
We got to have Dalton out there the whole season next time.
I like it. I like the sideline reporter aspect.
100%. 100%. Like, just get a press pool, like send us.
Sure. Get credentials.
Exactly.
Put in a request. So Rizzo comes back. They're all excited that they're getting their supplies. Sage is talking about how she can't wait for an aqua dump. Not just hers. Literally anybody. She wants to hear about it because she loves poop.
Okay.
Quite the intro for Sage. We've seen her burp and talking about the aqua dumps. Shannon, couldn't help thinking about you, JD, watching this. The next morning, Shannon is down at the beach leading yoga and breath work. And Savannah, you can tell, just absolutely hates it.
Yeah.
But she's doing what you would do.
Just
sitting there and doing it because it's the first day and you got to do it.
I mean, it's better than yoga because, you don't have to do any weird poses.
You just sit there.
You just sit there. Everyone's eyes are closed, so I can roll my eyes and just pretend to go along and
sit on the end.
Yeah, just sit on the end, and when appropriate, go for the the breathing exercises. I do hate this shit, and I hate that it's mandatory, right? I hate that you have to do it. If you don't do it, you can't skip it. But I will say there's something to be said about the tribe coming together first thing in the morning. There's a sun rising, and you're doing something silly together. It is a bonding experience. Mm-hmm. I mean, every single season we see, the tribe gathering to watch the sunrise. I mean, you don't have to do these stupid breathing exercises. That in and of itself is a bonding exercise. But whatever, we're getting together, we're doing something silly, and maybe. Sure. I mean, it's a form of meditation. It's a form of, loosening up, getting ready for the day. There's no coffee out there, so you might as well
do something.
So I will defend it in that sense. But again, I do hate that it's mandatory and that I would feel like, God, I have to do this.
Got to go up and breathe again. Got to go Jar Jar Binks mode.
Yeah, exactly.
I was surprised, though. It looked like Savannah was kind of buddying up with Shannon afterwards. They seem like... with the way Savannah was talking about how much she disliked the breath work, I didn't think that they would be natural allies to each other. But they get together, and Jawan, they also talk with there. I like the scene where he's talking about the casting call for the 4th spot. I thought that was pretty good. Then we get to meet Nate a little bit more. He's got a pair of rad dad socks, which was pretty funny. But he doesn't want to be known as the dad.
No.
I think this is a pretty big theme in this episode. Nobody wants to be old out there.
Yeah, no, it sucks. The guy's 47. Come on. I mean, he probably is a rad dad. Wear those socks with pride, Nate. That's what I want.
Sock up.
Yeah. And, there is a stigma about being the older person out there and the dad and the person in quote unquote taking charge and stuff. But they all crave it. They all want that leader. Somebody has to lead the tribe. The best tribes have a leader. So, and this guy has his shit together.
Oh man, yeah.
I mean, look, he's produced some of the biggest films ever made, the most successful films ever made. Lean into that skill set. You're talking about literally thousands of people that you have been in charge of. You are a leader. You embrace the role. I get that it puts a target on your back, but I don't know. With this cast of characters, I mean, you got Jawan who's freaking out because he can't can't make a fire.
Couldn't make a fire. Savannah did not like that.
No. I mean, you're casting your fourth alliance member, but you're also getting yourself fired right out of your own alliance. So
yeah. Anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting how much of a red flag that was for Savannah to see Jawan freaking out that he couldn't make fire, and you'd be pretty upset if you've been practicing fire for a year. You get out there the first time you try it, you can't do it with everybody watching. But to me, it was on one hand, it didn't seem like Savannah and Shannon would be together at all, but at least it seemed like Savannah appreciated the confidence that Shannon brought to be like, hey, we're going down here. Right. We're all going to lead. We're all going to do breath work together. Whereas Jawan is like, I'm going to make this fire. Oh, no, I can't do it. What's going to happen? What's going to happen?
Yeah.
She's like, ooh. She definitely appreciates the confidence.
Totally. Yeah. It's just, it's hard to make a fire, no doubt. It's different tools than you're used to. You got to just take a breath, and you can't freak out on day one and then when the sun is shining. You know what I mean?
Yes, it's pretty early to be having a meltdown, and people are looking for any sort of reason. Paul writes in and says, in the spirit of Nate's socks, the Rad Dad socks, have you ever been given an item of clothing that, despite good intentions, has brought you unwanted attention?
Interesting.
I'll say just in general, I don't like having writing on my shirt.
Oh,
just because it encourages people to read what's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want a full sentence on my shirt. For the most part.
My mother likes to buy me the most anti-Trump paraphernalia from Mexico when she's there. She spends every summer or winter there. So she'll buy they're wordy as hell as right? So they're not the most attractive looking. And it's not that I disagree with the sentiment necessarily, but I don't know if I'm going to wear this to pickleball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to pick a fight.
This is a home shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
I get you. Over at the blue camp, Alex comes back. He's in spin mode. The perfect guy to be doing it, working on Capitol Hill. They didn't seem to care. They're like, somebody's going to lose.
Yeah.
So fair enough. We also hear that Jake and his wife, did he say? I don't know if his wife or girlfriend, his partner of whatever way, have been trying to have a kid for 4.5 years. Couldn't do it. She finally gets pregnant and will have the baby while he is on the island for Survivor.
Wow. I mean,
would that fly in this household?
Would it fly? Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, it's hard to say. We had our last child 17 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So knowing what we know now, I think she'd be fine with it. But at the time, I would want to be there for sure. It is a sacrifice because you only get one chance at that.
One first.
Yeah. I do get annoyed with the people who are like, I have a 2.5-year-old at home and I left for a month. It's like, so what? It's they grow fast, but not that fast. And also, you get a little break from a toddler for a month. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if you sleep better or worse with a newborn or out on the island in Survivor.
Ooh, out on the island.
Worse, you think?
No. The newborn is the worst.
Yeah, it is pretty brutal.
It's brutal.
It is pretty brutal.
It is absolutely brutal. So see the birth. Leave for Survivor.
All right, see you later. I gotta go rest.
Those first 6 weeks are brutal. They suck.
It does. For me, it was the first 5 years, but after that, I started being able to sleep again.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know. Have a vasectomy before you go on Survivor.
That's right.
We hear from Jake. He hid Nicole's left shoe. He dubs himself the Shoe Bandit, and he plans on hiding one left shoe per day.
This is a fucking terrible idea.
Nothing good can come of this.
Nothing good. I know he's being a little impish and it's just all in a bit of fun. Nobody is going to have a sense of humor about this at all if they find out that he's been hiding shoes.
It's also not what's the possible payoff? They're like, oh,
gotcha.
Man, you hit my left shoe. We found it.
Yeah.
It's not like that good of a joke.
No.
Yeah, so pretty weird. Hopefully it pays off down the line because in next time on Survivor, the Shoe Bandit is back.
Right.
So apparently it's going to be an early season storyline. We also meet Annie. She's kind of giving off boss vibes. She's got silver eyeshadow on. She goes off looking for your idol. And people didn't like that.
No.
Right away. Way too early, you think?
Has she seen the show? Come on.
I think she's like not a super fan.
Okay. Yeah, clearly.
Yeah. Because they're like, hey, you want to go talk at the water well? She's like, nah, I'm going to go try and find this thing. Like,
That's right.
I also did like the conversation she has with Alex where he basically comes up and says, I want a mommy out here. And she's like, do not say mom. And then in confessional, she's like a grandma to me. So
Yeah, she's like grandma. Just any elderly woman I can think of. Look, guys, let me give you a tip. If you're going on Survivor and you want to align yourself with an older woman, you don't say mom, grandmother. Obviously, you say, I wanted to align myself with the hottest person on this island. That's what you say.
That's a good way to do it.
She would die for you at that point.
Yeah, you're probably right. For me, like I would want to work with women.
Sure, of course.
And the first thing all you would have to say is, I want to work with women.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
I want to work with a strong woman.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's a perfect way to
like
say
my
it.
younger sister, fucking whatever bullshit you want to come
Like
up with.
my younger model sister, who you remind me very much of.
Yeah, exactly.
Two guys that aren't necessarily going to work with women are Jake and Alex, who are in the middle of a bromance. They're calling each other sweetheart. They're skipping into the jungle together. Jake says we're like this. And then
scissors his
finger and says, we're not actually like that. I don't know why I'm doing this and I can't stop doing this. I love the scene where Jeremiah is then explaining how if there's two gay couples, they often look alike, and then cut to the scene of Jake and Alex drinking their water, standing the exact same way. I thought that was so funny.
So great. So great.
And then we get Sophie kind of already turning on the big guys just because she's like, oh, they're getting close.
Yeah.
She
Fair
seems
enough.
very observant to me.
Fair enough.
And they start tying in Jeremiah as well. We will see how that pays off because they don't actually end up having too much to do a little bit later on. And they do stick together. Anyways, over at the Hina camp, the Yellow Tribe, Matt, he's got some long dreads. He's got a big old beard. He might say, I'm a discount Jason Doyle.
Okay.
Actually.
Yeah. Thank you for saying he's the discount.
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
But he was feeling a little ostracized, it felt like, when who was it? It was Jason.
Jason was talking about Super Smash Brothers.
Jason talking Super Smash Brothers, and Matt chimes in. Is that like streaming?
Hey, that's not a bad try.
No, he was right on.
He's in the right world.
But Jason's like, no, it's like playing. Oh, okay. But Matt does get to have a nice hero moment because nobody else on his tribe can make fire, but he was a Boy Scout years ago. Yep. He knows he can do it. And as soon as he tries it, he nails it. Good stuff for him.
Yeah, and I like that he kind of held back and wasn't like, I'm going to let them flounder around and I'll just swoop in rather than get out of the way, kid.
Yep.
You know,
he's like, give them a shot. And then when you need me to do it, I'll come in and do it. And that's how you prove your value to your tribe. So I thought that was a pretty good scene for him.
Yeah.
Last little bit we get from Camp Life is Steven, who approaches Matt and then Jason and then MC. He might have kept going, basically telling everybody, I want to work with you. And he tells us he's anxious because he was 4'11" through high school, got teased quite a bit until he grew, has some imposter syndrome, and he says, I just want to feel accepted. And I was like, that's all of us, man.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
That's everybody.
I like that scene for Steven.
Yeah. Well, I like that, you know, I like his vulnerability for sure. I don't like that he's so paranoid out of the gate, you know. And this, I like you, man. You know, I get good vibes from you to every single person. I mean, it was another great edit of like, well, I wonder if he's saying that to everybody. Sure enough, cut to him
saying it to everybody.
MC saying, I like you. I like the cut of your jib. So, the paranoia is going to be a thing moving forward. I think,
the paranoia, and he definitely seems like might be a play too fast, pre-merge sort of type as well.
Yeah.
We get to our first immunity challenge. You got to dive through some wet mud. You got to get a serpent out of the woods. You got to carry that serpent back through a rope tunnel and then figure out a snake maze with like 3 people holding a string attached to a circle and a ball. Jeff kept calling this thing a spectacular survivor serpent. Why would he not say snake?
I don't know. It's a great question.
I mean, a serpent, yeah, it definitely was.
Too phallic.
Snake?
They won't let them say Regina. They're never going to let them say snake. Unleash the snake.
But you can do this. You can do this. Anything goes with the hands.
Exactly.
We also get a look at the immunity idols for the first time. Looks like Poseidon, and I had to look it up. Amphitrite, who is the woman counterpart to Poseidon. Did you like him?
Badass. I liked it.
I thought the general production design was pretty cool.
Cool. The ship
looks
We'll
awesome.
get to it, but man, that's awesome.
Yep. Steven does a nice wet mud shake, getting through some stuff. I thought Savannah and Nate were pretty good in this challenge, bringing their team back, the Red Tribe back. Jeremiah, after he gets through the wet mud, he's talking to Nicole and he says, "How'd you get the mud out of your eyes?" And without even a split second of hesitation, she spits water directly into his face.
Okay,
so he just goes, "That's a first."
So I was wondering about that. So he didn't ask her to do that. He was just like,
seem like it.
She just spits right in his face.
How'd you get the mud out of your eyes? Wow. Right to the face.
Okay. All right.
I think it would work.
Absolutely.
But would you be mad?
Probably not. Probably not at that point. Because if it was
filthy.
stinging me and it was like, I would be a little grossed out. I'm not a germs guy, but I wouldn't love being spat in the face without warning.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I don't think so anybody spit in her face. Maybe she's saying I dumped water on my face, but that was really funny. I laughed really loud at that one. As all Survivor challenges do, though, this one comes down to the maze. Jeff tells us it's about touch, patience, and listening. We have some close calls, but eventually Hina wins first place. Uli gets second place, and Kella, you dead. Somebody hugs Jeff afterwards. Got mud all over his shirt. Who was it?
I didn't notice
saw he
that.
had a big smear.
Wow.
Eventually.
Wow. He loves it. He loves that mud.
Oh, yeah. Getting dirty out there.
Gets it flown in from Florence or wherever.
Yeah, he's got special mud. Bring me the Jeff mud.
Yeah. Annie really messed up that challenge. They made a point of showing Jason really extending his arms, like really moving it
really
over.
Leaning off to the side.
And a couple of times they showed Annie going, this is as far as I can go. I can't go any further. And which forced Nicole to sort of pull the thing back. And then the ball goes down. So I don't know. It seems like the tribe didn't notice, or, obviously Nicole got blamed for that because she got voted out. But I do think that it was Annie's fault that they lost that challenge.
I think they also, didn't they pair Annie up with Jake, big old muscle man?
Mm-hmm.
Weird pairing. Didn't work out for him in the first challenge where he had to help. He brought out his own crate, then had to go back and help carry the crate again. Yeah. Then they were really slow with that spectacular Survivor serpent getting through the maze. Eventually Nicole is going to take the brunt of...
Yeah. Unfortunately,
the blame,
yes,
which is tough for her because Annie was just as poor in this challenge, and right after it's done, as we're going to commercial, Sophie basically is saying it's coming down to Annie and Nicole. Mm-hmm. We've seen the way they've been talking prior. That's how it's going to go once we get into the plotting and scheming. The big boys come back. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they want to go after Nicole. That surprised me 0%. Jake looks like the ultimate let's keep the tribe strong kind of guy. Mm-hmm. His plan for keeping her comfortable on the final day so that she will not play her shot in the dark is just give her little fist bumps every time you see her. Which, maybe it worked, but I didn't think that was going to be a good strategy.
Well, Nicole makes a point of saying, hey, I detect liars for a living. They were all lying to you and you didn't play your shot in the dark. Whatever they did worked.
Yeah. Whatever they did worked. Maybe it was all the fist pounds, but I couldn't believe she didn't play the shot in the dark. Yeah. Because she gets so nervous, JD, that she barfs everywhere. Yeah. Rockets out of her mouth, tries to catch it, and it's overflowing. One of the most visceral puke scenes ever on Survivor.
Oh, on Survivor, for sure. That's my Instagram feed. Half of it is that kind of stuff.
Pukes?
Yeah, I get a lot. I don't know why. Probably because I find
you're
it
watching
hilarious.
Pukes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just feeding it to you. I remember we did a film session episode on Semi-Pro years ago.
Yes.
And there's a big puke scene in that. Mm-hmm. And at the time, I remember you saying, I want to see more puke.
Yeah. Yeah.
You love puke, huh?
Well, I think it's funny. That's the thing.
It's pretty funny.
It's never not funny to me because you just lose all control of everything. And It's just all
going
comes
everywhere.
out. And it's even funnier when people try to catch it, which Nicole did. So I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a quality puke.
Yeah. I don't know what the thinking is ever. Like, I'm just going to catch it on my hands. Like, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not going to catch anything.
Good place for it is out of your body on the ground.
That's right.
Number one place is keeping it in, but after that, not on your hands. Annie almost seals her own fate, though, because she sees the writing on the wall. If Nicole goes, I'm next. And then she goes and talks to Sophie, and she's like, you're probably in the same boat as me. Not really knowing that Sophie's probably more connected to the dudes on the tribe as well.
Yep.
Did you believe at all at this moment that Annie was going to be getting any votes once they got to tribal council?
No.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah. Definite red herring producer mode. We finally get over to tribal council. We already talked a little bit about this theme of the set, but they've got like a life-size pirate ship there. Shipwrecked.
It's awesome. I
It
can't
looks
wait.
so cool.
I can't wait for Nora to come back and tell us the entire history of that boat.
Oh, I saw a little bit of Jeff like explaining that the production designer has like built in a captain who was stabbed in the back by his crew. And then that crew member got a rock dropped on its head or some kind of thing. So absolutely there is a...
Oh, yeah. The backstory.
Yeah, we need the novelization.
How did it get so far inland?
How did it get so far inland? Flooding?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Volcanic action raised it?
I love it.
I don't know. It did look super cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, we saw like, a lot of ropes on the logo. Mm-hmm. I was not encouraged by the ropes.
Nope, me neither.
But I was wrong. It looks cool. Everything I think is cool, like the immunity idols, the set. We'll see what they get to when they get to the individual immunity idol, but it should be pretty cool. Not much happens at this tribal council. Sophie says she doesn't want to be a side chick. Nicole gives kind of like a read on basically everybody in the tribe, and then they just share like a 30-second gut-wrenching laughter. This is like the most laughter ever. Jeff was like, you're going to vote somebody out, right?
Yeah.
It didn't feel like they liked each other.
Yeah, Jeff, come on. Like, I understand he's got to keep it moving. He's got to keep the drama there. But these people this is a dream come true. And you're walking into maybe one of the best tribal council sets ever. Let them have some fun, Jeff.
Let them laugh.
Let them laugh. Come on. You got one of the best laughs ever on Survivor. Jeremiah's laugh. So infectious.
Great laugh.
I mean, I love this guy, so I just want to keep him so I can hear him laugh.
That was a pretty funny scene where it's like Jake is like, you put the two most infectious laughters in Survivor, and then they just like look at each other and start laughing and keep laughing and keep laughing.
Yeah.
It was really good. Nicole, though, gets 5 votes to just her 1 vote for Annie. Mm-hmm. And to me, it was like new Survivor rule of thumb. If you're so nervous that you puke your guts up, play your shot in the dark.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Might as well.
The other thing I would say is that investigating fraud is different than investigating people.
You're right.
Numbers are not people.
Yep. It's a great point.
Any other thoughts on Nicole? Our first boot?
Our first boot, gone too soon.
She said she was fooled. It was pretty silent after she got voted out. Like nobody really said anything.
Yeah.
Didn't really get up and hug her. Maybe they were worried about the puke.
Maybe.
She did have puke all over her hands pretty recently.
Jeff in the post-game interview was like, well, it was very personal. It was very personal. It's
Yeah,
like,
very personal.
Yes. It's always personal, Jeff. It's always personal.
They just hated her. I thought she got kind of a rough edit for being a first boot. Usually it's like, we've seen this person for 2 hours of our life, so they're usually pretty kind, but it was like they had her falling down in the woods, they had her spitting in somebody's face and then puking up everywhere, so definitely
right.
a tough first episode.
They absolutely didn't have to show the puke. But
No, they didn't. But they did, and I'm glad they did, because we'll remember it as the most significant vomit in Survivor history. But yeah, good first episode. I'm glad we're back.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm glad we got some tree mail. Let's take a look.
Let's do it.
Oh, the tree mail. Let's go down. Read some parchments. A lot of times these are responses to a Skeets tweet, but you can always email us, nodunkinc@gmail.com. Throw no buffs in the email subject so we know what we're looking at. Zach A. Oh, he's a long timer. One of the Survivor question legends writing back in. He says the first tribe to lose a member has produced the winner in 5 of 8 New Era seasons. That's Marianne, Gabler, Jam Jam, Kenzie, and Rachel.
Wow.
Which Blue Tribe, Kella, which Blue Tribe member is most likely to be the 6th winner?
Wow. Well, I'm going to reveal my winner pick now because this is who I think is going to win. And I said last time when we were doing the cast, the previews, that I had a bit of a Sophie's choice because I always pick a Canadian. Okay. Always. Usually they just give me one. It makes it very easy for me, but now we have 2. And my winner pick is Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. You're saying he's going to be the first male Taurus to win Survivor?
He's going to be the first.
They said it couldn't be done.
They said it couldn't be done, but I think he's going to do it. Just like the guy. I think he's got a great social game, infectious laugh.
Definitely.
And compared to the other Canadian, Jake, I think he shares a bit too much. I think he's a bit of he is a meat shield for sure. And I think I was hoping that we would get a beefy guy winning this year, but I think it's going to be Jeremiah, and I'm totally fine with that. So Jeremiah is my winner pick and the answer to this question.
That's not bad. Because I always think a good person to pick is who can make somebody laugh.
Yes.
Because that always just means you're getting people on your side. You're getting people to want to hang out and talk with you and plan with you. And so if you can make them laugh, you can make them vote with you. So I think Jeremiah definitely has that sort of a vibe about him. Pretty interesting, though. The Kella tribe 0 for 3 on challenges. Not good.
It's rough. It's going to be, they got a rough road ahead of them.
They look like they're going to be the disaster tribe, but the disaster tribe has worked out pretty well. Zach is saying here. I thought when you were saying it was a Sophie's choice, you have to choose between 2 Sophies.
Oh, right.
One with an E and one without an E. The one without an E, Sophi, is on the Blue Tribe. She was one of my 2 to watch in episode 1 after we did our pregame research. I thought she was similar to Dee. I like that she got antsy seeing Jake and Alex broing down together. She was kind of the first to pitch Nicole and Annie, so she got her way on along sort of things. And she hears from Annie that she's nervous about the coming votes, and immediately she goes to her alliance and starts talking over that. So I thought she was pretty good on that tribe as well, but losing the first one, it don't matter. Especially when you got those 2 guys on there who are definitely going to be targets, assuming they can figure out a way to get 4 or even 3 of them to the merge. Like if it's Alex, Jake, and Jeremiah or Sophie, you can fly under the radar there. So decent spot to be in. Matt B writes in and says, after episode 1, which contestants rose or fell on your power rankings after seeing the cast intro videos?
Well, Jeremiah has rose. I mean, I was high on him, but the Canadian thing, the laugh, but I just got great vibes from him. Riz God, I was absolutely out on during the pregame, but he won me over, man.
He was good. He was like a Gen Z gold.
Yes.
It's like the perfect Gen Z guy to put out there.
Yes. And then one more, Jawan. Well, I was very high on Jawan. I didn't like the meltdown after the fire. So he's dropped a couple of pegs for me.
Yep.
But Nate has gone up. Like I think Nate is I think he's going to be very, very good at this game.
Nice even keel from Nate. Kind of reminded me of Saul from a few seasons back, where it's like, this guy's not going to get rattled easily by the goings on in the tribe. And we'll see how he's able to strategize going forward. I thought Steven and Christina, I liked them a lot more than I liked their cast videos. I also thought Savannah was pretty good in challenges and had a lot of social savvy. I think she's one of the season 50 contestants as well. She kind of leapt off the screen to me. Sage, I love her. As a character, I think she's really funny, but I'm a little nervous that she's going to be on the outs on the Red Tribe. Just because of the way, who was it? It was Jake, Rizzo, and then surprisingly Savannah and Shannon were kind of the 4 that hopped together immediately. I wonder if that leaves Sage and Jawan on the outside looking in. So that's just we'll see how that plays out. A lot can change, as we know. Our final tree mail question comes from Eagles Advocate. How likely is it that we ever see a location other than Fiji? After 5+ years of themeless 3-team, 3-finalist Fiji, the format is officially stale. Do you agree? Do you think we'll ever change it up?
I mean, I don't think we're ever leaving Fiji, but I do think we're going to get subtitles back. I think we need them. I've said this every season.
I kind of do too. Like when Jeff is hitting the pose and just saying, it's Survivor 49.
Yeah.
You're waiting for him to say something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I like, the themes are the themes. It's like, you know, Braun versus Beauty versus whatever. And then it lasts for 3 episodes and then we move on, right? Like,
yeah.
And then it sort of comes, it'll come up in confessionals and stuff. It's like, well, I'm Braun, so I do this. But it's just a fun way to market the season. So why not do it? I mean, I get the whiteboard is now empty and we're like, I don't know what blood versus water, blood versus blood. I don't know. I'm out of ideas. We've been there. We've been doing a show for 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, throw some more shit up there and let's get some subtitles. Let's have some fun.
I agree. Like to me, this season could have easily been Survivor 49, Shipwrecked.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't have to be a theme for the gameplay or like how we're breaking down the tribes between Brains, Brawn, and Beauty, right? Just call it something.
Right.
And then make it look like that. Like this would have been perfect to call it Shipwrecked. Then we also get people jumping off a boat, which would have been awesome. How do you not have them jump off a boat?
Yeah.
When the whole thing is a shipwreck. That's crazy.
It's 100%.
Come on, Jeff.
100% true. I mean, and you're leaning into the horror thing off the top. It's like, okay, it's a horror island. I don't know. Like, and you can't call it Horror Island because it sounds a little too much like there's sex workers there. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Scary Island. I don't know.
How about this from a Cold Lunch in the Live Tribe? Survivor 49, puke versus spit.
Why not?
Which tribe would you rather be on?
Oh, yeah, spit, probably.
Yeah, I guess you'd rather be a spit. That's a tough call, though. Tough call. All right, we are running another season of Make Your Picks. You can find our pool on the app. The links are down in the show notes. You got to have all of your contestants locked by the start of episode 2. That is 5 contestants. You pick them. You get points for different kinds of stuff. There's advantages, steal of votes, this kind of stuff. Chris is always telling us, make sure you use your advantages early. I always forget. I think I'm going to like come from behind at the end. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. You got to use them. You can always get more advantages.
You can always get more advantages and coins and that kind of stuff. There will be prizes to the top 5 finishers. We do Breaking Tea gift cards, that kind of stuff. So check the show notes or get the Make Your Picks app. Search for No Buffs, and you'll find all of our stuff. Good time as any, JD, to make our winner picks for the season.
Yeah. Oh, well, I said my winner pick. It's Jeremiah from Toronto, Canada. Huge Leaf fan.
Huge Leaf fan. Leaf fans stick together.
That's right. Yeah, I think I like his energy. I want to see a male Taurus finally win this thing.
I know. In the Survivor community, people are just nonstop talking about how a male Taurus hasn't been able to do it.
Yeah,
they love luxury. Isn't that what he said? We love luxurious things. We got to get him to the sanctuary.
100%.
That's where good things happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, Jeremiah. Let's go, Jeremiah.
I think that's a good pick. For me, I'm going Sophie No E from Kella.
No E, okay.
Sophie Bellardi, I believe is her name, which oddly enough, that's Nora's winner pick as well.
Wow.
She likes Sophie. Skeets likes Nate, and Tass likes MC. So
okay.
I don't know. I think Skeets called it recently.
Did he get
no, Nora had Kyle last year.
Yes. Yeah.
She won. So he won / she won.
Yeah.
Skeets had Rachel on season 47.
Right.
She won, he won.
Yeah.
And the person I pick usually gets voted off in the first 3 episodes.
Sophie.
Yeah, not great, but maybe this year is different. We shall see. Next time on Survivor, we're getting some more Shoe Bandit stuff. He said he's going to steal 1 a day, so
okay, great.
Still early. Jeff says, an interesting turn on day 5. I don't know what that means. Jeremiah says, Annie pissed me off, to which Sophie responds, she's a Karen.
Wow.
Spicy already between those two.
Love it.
I could definitely see them like riling each other up.
Do you think that Jake will steal one of his own shoes to throw off the scent?
You would have to.
You have to, right?
Yeah, and it's got to be like Third. You can't be like the last one to get your shoes stolen. Oh, man, where's mine? I'll go look over here. What? I actually hope he does that.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty funny. But we're happy to have Survivor back. We're happy to have No Bus back. We're happy to have the Live Tribe back. Anything else, JD?
I think that's it.
I think so, too.
I think we did it.
This was nice, man. Just a two-man game.
Just the two-man palm frond weave.
Two-man palm frond weave. Come back next week. I don't know what time we'll do it. It'll depend on.
Yeah, the schedule is up in the air here. Yeah. We got Classic Factory renovations happening. We got big changes coming, but we will be here at some point.
Yeah, take a look at this beautiful purple wall. You might not be seeing much more of it
That's right.
in the future. Eventually, we'll be back to afternoons once the NBA season kicks off, but that's not for a little bit. Until next time, the tribe has spoken. See you, Uncle Jeff.